Greetings, colleagues. Do you write posts in WordPress, but no one comments on them? We won't count spam comments. For such cases, I've created a plugin that automatically comments on your WordPress posts. I mentioned this plugin earlier, and for those who were waiting for this specific plugin, your wait is over. Introducing WP Comment Wave for your consideration. So, the WP Comment Wave plugin is divided into two parts. The first part is generating user biographies. The second part is the automatic creation of comments. Installing the plugin is no different from other plugins. Import the plugin file and go to the settings. First, we need to generate an OpenAI API key. If I'm not mistaken, it's only available for paid ChatGPT accounts. Either way, you'll find the link to generate the API key in the video description. Insert the API key in the corresponding field and save the form. After saving, you'll see the second step of the settings, user generation. When you click the Generate User button, the plugin will create a name and surname for the user based on two text dictionaries, first_names.txt with a list of first names and last_names.txt with a list of surnames. If necessary, you can always supplement and change this directory, for example, if you need more local names for your country, or in your language. Then, the plugin selects a random value from 1 to 100 for a series of psychological portrait characteristics, such as openness to experience, conservativeness, kindness, toughness, tolerance, impulsiveness, and others. You can adjust this list of characteristics through the plugin's config file. Based on the generated characteristics, a request is made to OpenAI to generate a random text geography of the user. Based on this biography and the user's experience, it is assumed that comments on your posts will be made by the user in the future. Accordingly, these posts will have a psychological shade corresponding to the user's biography and experience. At the same step, you can immediately generate an image for the user. The request is also made to OpenAI, and Dall-E returns an image. Generating an image costs 4 cents, so consider this depending on how many users you need to generate. You can see the resulting images in the video, but essentially, you can adjust the prompt request for generating images to get them in the format you want. The latest versions of WordPress do not allow managing user avatars. WordPress assumes the use of the Gravator plugin. In the WP Comment Wave plugin, avatars are generated for the WP User Avatars plugin. If you need interaction with other plugins, let me know, maybe by the time you watch this video, it will already be in the WP Comment Wave plugin. So, we press the button to generate an image and get the finished image of the user. Click the Create User button, and a user is created with basic information about them. If you want to develop the user's profile, register them on social networks for example, you can always return to editing the user through user editing. For example, if I prefer how Midjourney generates avatars, and by simply inserting the user's biography without additional parameters, we get beautiful photo avatars of users. The user is ready. In the same way, we generate as many users as we need. We then proceed to the last step. Set up the script for automatic generation in cron. Before this step, we can simply copy the hyperlink from the third step and insert it into the browser. A blank white screen will tell you that the script has worked successfully, and in the comments section, you will find a newly generated comment under a random post, written by a random user. Not bad, right? Now just put the link in cron. I don't like the native WordPress cron, it depends on on-site visits and works unstably, maybe I just don't know how to work with it. But cron at the hosting or server level is always more stable. Set the cron time for every 5 minutes. We set the time for 5 minutes, even if you don't need your users to comment frequently. The frequency of commenting is controlled by the first step, in which you specify how many minutes from the last comment the next comment should appear on the site. The last comment is taken not only from the generated users but also from those who might have come to your site and left a comment. After setting up the script in cron, visit your site after a day, and enjoy comments from users. You can also control the types of comments through the config file, specifically in the $C_types array, which sets possible prompt strings to OpenAI, selected randomly. For example, something clever up to 10 words about post_content. The prompt requests are relatively universal, so don't forget to look into the config if you want the comments to have the shade you want. I will be glad if you can supplement this list of prompt requests. The module is paid. I'll be experimenting with the price. The link to the module will be in the description. The module was made for one of my projects. Plans are to further develop its functionality so that users can comment on each other's comments and have a discussion around the post topic. Whether this functionality will be implemented depends on you, my users. In any case, subscribe to the channel to stay informed.